And we are back. Welcome to twitch.tv/EvilSqueegee and youtube.com/EvilSqueegee, where we are playing Godwin's Law, a game run by Open Legend, which is actually a pretty solid narrative-driven system. The rules do not get in the way. I have not yet had a moment in this entire system playing experience where I was like, man, if only I could do X, but the rules don't let me do that. I haven't had that yet, which is sad. Most systems have a moment like that here or there. I haven't had it here. Today we're playing with Zangmak playing Giles, the James Bond Punisher Captain America hybrid, right? And then you've got Sarah PNXP playing Heidi, the unbearably hipster, unbearable academic, unbearably smart. And we got Pluto Fairy playing Grunt, the androgynous rocker of mysterious and unimportant gender.
Am a nobody.
That's which is kind of the point. Like the whole point of being like that. You don't know what I am is to emphasize it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Like, it doesn't matter. So we can thus conclude that that rocker boy/girl is probably bi because it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. And then we have Kajer playing Trevor, who is probably still drunk.
Hi.
In some sort of crazy bar.
In a crazy bar. At the end of the last segment, we had left off where Zangmak and Kajer, otherwise known as Giles and Trevor, were in the Five Pinted Star, a clubby, gothy kind of pub, which is really stretching the definition of pub.
Five tweets to go, by the way. Just
5 tweets to go before our giveaway, guys. And then we've got the so there they were, and they were looking, and then they found out that the reason they call this place the Five Pinted Stars because your first 5 drinks are free. So for every 5 drinks Tyram has had of this stuff, Kajer, I'm gonna give you disadvantage 1 on physical actions.
okay, done.
All right. How many drinks have you had since you arrived?
He doubled my order. I had 7, so,
So
14.
So you're
14.
almost up to disadvantage 3 on all physical actions.
You chugged all of
fine.
those as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I just nailed it.
So you've nailed all of those. I've got like 5 pints of Guinness. I've probably had maybe like 1.5, and I'm guessing you've kind of gone, I'll just take some of these. Like,
Well, the bartender's counting, but you're sure as fuck not.
So, you were there and you observed that there was this shadowy figure who was probably, by your judgment, Giles, was some kind of military, or he's seen combat experience. He plays the games you play, and when you people play your games, nations are shaped, right? So there is something going down if somebody like him is here, right? And he is laser focused on this scraggly guy with a big wide hat and a big bushy beard, right? And that was where we left off. So you did come to the Five Pinted Star in hopes of finding the kind of rabbi who wasn't, shall we say, proper, or you were looking for somebody who was a little more normal and a little less religious, but was still religious enough to have the information and resources you needed them to have. Because any self-respecting rabbi would not, like, walk up to you and be like, yes, I'll tell you the secrets, right? Like, you gotta have somebody who's not quite rank and file.
okay, so I've got Trevor's phone number, right?
Yes.
Yep. I'm going to send him a text message, and it's going to be like very, very basic, like tactical information. Guy checking out target at bar, huddled over.
At no point do you see me go for my phone.
Yeah, so Taram, whose name is also Trevor. I'm gonna
It's
get
fine.
those names mixed up. So Trevor's
I need to finish my message first.
yeah, finish your
Okay,
message.
Come on.
Finish your message.
Like, so, need distraction, maybe drunken spillage on huddled guy. And I would send the message, and then he said, oh, I've not noticed it, I'm not looking at my phone.
No, so here's what happens, right? You're sitting right next to him, and you're like, text, right? And so, Trevor, your pants are vibrating. Whatever. Right, and so there, you
my
can
God.
hear his phone.
My pants vibrate all the time. It's a thing. Don't worry about it.
And he just doesn't pick up his phone, because he's... What do you do next, Giles?
So I've put my phone away, just casually drink. I'm not gonna like immediately make him check it because that would be very obvious. Have you heard from the ladies? I wonder if they would try to be, getting in touch with their findings.
Yeah, but like I need to find me rabbi first. Hold on, like I think I've got this. I think hold on.
Okay.
I'll start. I'll literally in the most obvious slide down the bar you've ever seen. I'll literally like go from stool to stool hopping until I'm sitting next to this guy.
Okay. I would have watched the guy's reaction that stood up as well.
So
at the first sign of trouble, I want to sort of head towards like the bathroom or whatever.
Right.
And yeah.
So
just to
basically
clarify that that's
Chris,
there.
What you're telling me, Chris, is that you want to do this?
Yes.
He's literally Zoidberging over to this guy.
so-
Oh my god.
It'll happen at least once in every game. Like this is just gonna happen. Like,
Oh. Yes, I am Zoidberging across the bar.
all right, so you Zoidberg your way across the bar, and you're very inconspicuous,
Yeah.
right?
I'm just like, if there are drinks in front of me as I switch stools, I'm drinking them. I don't know if they're mine, but
All right, so you'll sit down, right? You'll sit down next to this guy with the big scraggly beard and the hat, right? What do you like? He's drinking.
I'll put my elbow on the table and lean in. I was like, you look like a man with stuff on his mind. Can I buy you a drink or 5?
He gives you a thumbs up, but uses no words.
Not very talkative. That's okay. I talk a lot. I can help with this. I'm good. Okay, bartender, I'll take more drinks. Just more. Give me more.
It's an arbitrary amount. More.
So there you are, ordering the drinks, right? The guy who's leaning, watching the scraggly bearded man, doesn't seem to respond just yet. All right, Trevor, so you got him drinks. What do you say to him?
So what is it that troubles you in this fine drinking established hole?
He taps the empty mug sitting in front of him.
Not drinking. That's a problem. Bartender, I need more drinks. I keep drinking them all.
Bartender will be like, and like he'll just be like $4, $6, $8, right? He's keeping like he's got his octopusso alcohol behind the bar, right? And he's like filling mugs and glasses and stuff everywhere, right? Harobiscus says if drinks is less than 1, then more equals drink count plus 1.
That's math I still can't do, but I would support it.
All right.
You're gonna be so weak with your strength. You forgot about that. It's gonna be so bad. You're gonna be like disadvantage 17. You might as well not even roll.
I don't need to roll. Fuck all.
All right. So you ask him what bothers me taps, not having alcohol, right?
I'll grab because the bartender's not fast enough for this. I grab the closest drink to my right and I slide it to him.
Okay. He takes it, right? And he starts drinking it.
So what's a nice Jew like you doing in a place like this?
He taps the full glass that you just gave him.
Still not much for word. More drinks. I need more.
Right, so there he is. He's drinking. You gotta keep going. Like, you gotta come up with something. He's not doing the small talk thing. Like, breaking the ice not going so hot for Trevor right now.
That's not working. All right.
Start a bar fight.
No, I need to get information from him, and I'm 30 drinks in right now. Do you
I
know
want you to
anything
be
about
sa-
making
can I
a
say-
golem?
Are you saying that out loud while you're sitting next
Yeah.
to him, by the way? I'm at 30 drinks and I need to get him to talk. Do you
No.
right next to this guy?
No, that's my inner monologue right now. That's my inner.
All right, so
inner dialogue.
As soon as this guy reacts, I'm launching a pint at him. I'm just saying, not the scruffy guy, but the guy against the wall.
yeah, you're ready to fucking whip a glass
I'm
at him.
literally just like, woo, like getting ready to fucking go.
All right, so do you
Because it's happening soon.
know
like,
how
it's
to build a golem, right? And so here's like the moment you say golem, right? He sets the glass down and he turns and he looks at you, right? And there's a teardrop tattoo, right, on his face, like as he turns and he looks at you, right? And he says, "Yes, Vi."
That was a German accent. I need to roll perception to see if I notice the German accent.
As he says that,
super drunk.
Giles, you're gonna have to fucking throw. You're not. You've had 30 drinks. You don't notice the accent. Fuck
Okay.
off, Chris. That's
Okay,
what you
fine.
get for
Okay,
playing
fine.
drunk. Giles, you're too far away to be hearing too much of the conversation, and you're focused on this guy, right? This is yes, bye, right? And it's very hushed tone, so you can't even hear what he's saying. But there's a change in stance in the. He hasn't done anything yet, right? But he stands up off the wall and his hands uncrossed, like he's preparing for something. So like he doesn't want to have to spend the time unfolding his arms before he does whatever he's gonna do next, right? And that is the sign of a man who is on the alert, ready to act.
I'll lean in real close, and I'll be like, I'm looking to save the world, and I need your help.
And he says,
Can I lip read?
roll me perception. Or is that what it's called? Perception, awareness? Like, I think it's perception, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should explode, shouldn't it? A 4
Yes, the
and
4
4
will.
Why is that not doing? Okay, hang on. Okay, so 16.
16. You can read the word. You can read the word yes, but you don't recognize the next word.
That's fine. I'm going to assume that he's got somewhere with him.
Yeah.
Like,
No, Trevor has definitely.
probably stupidly, but yeah.
Yeah, Trevor's definitely got something, and Trevor has set something in motion now, right? And then, and so the guy, the guy that you've been paying attention to, he's getting ready to go, right?
So I'll finish my drink, and I'll be like, I'll sort of get up and be like, oh, yeah, hold your stomach a little bit, but have my hand like very close to like my my ass baton.
Yep.
Because I have one of those like expanding things to whack people with. So, and I'll kind of make my way past the two people talking, like to intercept this guy. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right. So, Kajer, what is your character's evasion?
Do I take a penalty to this?
I say his evasion is if he falls out of his chair or not. That's,
Okay,
that's
that's-
about all he gets.
That's 12.
All right. So, your character has been inflicted with a Bane here. I will explain how this happens in a moment. But Banes in Open Legend RPG are like status effects, and they are where the core of the game's crunch and tactical juiciness come from. All right, and I don't know why that's not there. Is this here now? Okay, this is here now. All right, so what the fuck is this? My window's just rearranged. So the idea here is that you have been afflicted with the Bane, blinded. All right. The target cannot see as long as the effect persists. Before any perception or attack roll, the target attempts has a 50% chance to fail. Roll this check before the attack or perception roll. All right.
Okay.
You are blinded. You will also take 3 damage.
Ow, my face.
All right.
Ow, my face. My face too.
So there you are, Giles. You're getting ready, and here's what happens, right? You're paying attention, and then suddenly Trevor is screaming.
Oh, come on!
Because he's got a knife to the eye from the rabbi at the bar. Right? So the rabbi turns around and shanks him, right? And then the guy in the suit who you've been watching is going to reach into his coat. He's clearly going for a gun. You can whip your pint at him, because you said you were going to do that.
Yep, okay.
Right? So go ahead and do your might-based attack.
Oh, might-based? Okay,
You're
cool.
fucking throwing it, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm done with that. So we'll do that. And oh wow, no, not at all. That's a bot. Fucking there.
You forget to let go of the mug. Swish! Like no. Okay, so
It's sticky.
So here's what happens, okay? Because in Open Legend RPG, on any roll that is a failure, the GM has options. 1, you can fail, or 2, you can fail but the story moves forward, alright? So we're gonna take option 2. You're gonna throw this motherfucker, right? And you're gonna miss the dude, right? Instead, your mug is gonna go sailing right through that window the dude was positioned near, right? And
Okay.
he's gonna get his gun. I'm gonna give him a shot as a result of your botch before initiative goes off, because you absolutely failed to interrupt any of his prepped actions.
Yep.
All right. So,
Fucking botch, man. Like,
and since you are acting and you are clearly in the know, Giles, this is for you and all of your like no hit points left because you haven't had the time to heal all that lethal damage. What's your evasion?
18. Oh, you fuck.
22 damage. Not 22 damage. It's 22 minus 18. Plus, plus, I think your armor reduces damage as well.
That's with all of that included.
Oh, that's what. Okay, yeah. All right. So
you take 4.
Oh god.
Does it drop you?
No. I've got 4 left.
Okay. So here's what happens. Okay.
Is that vicious damage as well?
No, it's only vicious damage if the D20 explodes, and the vicious damage you take is only the damage on the exploded D20. Right, so you take all this damage, and of that damage, this D20 is vicious damage. That's how that works. That's basically how the system acknowledges the natural 20 on an attack roll. So here's what happens. You throw so you take the knife right to the face, Trevor, right? Because you're like leaning in, right? And you're like spilling your secrets, not knowing you're talking to bait, right? What they were waiting for, who they thought they were going to capture, or what was going on here, you don't know, but you must have stumbled into something, right? So the knife comes out, gets you right in the eye, and then the guy goes for his gun, and that's when Giles whips his thing, and it shatters through the window, and the sunlight pours in, right? And the sunlight hits the guy's hand, and there is a soft puff of steam or smoke, and he yanks his hand out of the sunlight, and he'll shoot. And he'll do the damage and so he'll catch you, Giles, like right in the shoulder with a bullet. Splam! Your blood splatters, people start screaming and scattering everywhere. Now we're gonna need an initiative check.
I don't like it. I'm so close to death right now, it's not even funny. Like, it's just a straight D20 plus agility.
It's a D20 plus agility check.
Which I don't
know. Now, you might say that probably has disadvantage because it's agility.
It's a physical, and you have like -3 right now.
Yeah.
So you get,
so I need to.
So you roll your agility with an additional 3 agility dice, and you will use the lowest of all the agility dice. Thank you for the follow, Shredder Snick, and thank you for the reminder that I need to shut off my follower sounds.
This was not the time to be getting into a fucking bar fight, by the way. Just saying.
You weren't walking in here expecting a fight, and now there's a fight, and you're like, what the fuck?
All right, that was a 15.
All right, so you get a 15. Right?
Holy! Wow. How did you roll a 37?
No, I
There's
rolled all 4 of the dice. So that I can just
okay.
hand math it.
15, and then Zhang, you got what?
11.
11, and then
I still win.
You're not nearly dead. Fuck off.
My eye hurts. I don't know. I took a knife to the face. Did you
took
take
a grenade to the face. I took like
a grenade.
Oh, what
Get
the
those-
fuck? Oh, what the fuck, EvilSqueegee? Get
Wow,
the fuck out
what?
of here with this bullshit. No, I
That
refuse to acknowledge
D8
this.
exploded how many times?
Like 3 million.
that
Let's
single
go.
D8 was a 36.
Oh,
I quit.
So can we spend the next part of this session making up a new character for me? Because that shit's about to happen.
Okay,
Well, I mean, it's just
So-
initiative.
here's what happens, right?
It's just initiative.
That was a lot of fucking exploding dice, Jesus.
It was
So,
a lot of initiative.
Sunlight hits the hand smokes up, gunshot goes off. Gile, you get shot, blood splatters all over Trevor, who's standing behind you at the bar with the rabbi who's got the knife. We're gonna cut the camera over to Grunt and Heidi.
Oh shit.
But they're about to eat shit. What the hell? Is there? Oh god. I don't even know what bar they're at or anything. So like, I can't even be like, "Hey, what's going on with the 5-pinted star shooting at the 5-pinted star?" What the fuck? You know?
Right? So you
However-
guys go to the con, right?
Unless we have
we're
a
going to the
group
con.
chat going on.
Not yet. We're not that sophisticated.
Damn.
All right.
Not yet.
So so
don't
to
like
the con
this.
you guys go. You Uber yourself
like
over,
this.
right? And the con is happening in this big fucking center, right? And it's got like there's this huge long line, and then right at the end of the line there is just this mob of people. It's not a line anymore. It's just like an ocean of fucking people that are like they're being split into all like these different security lines where you check your bags. There is one line for people who don't have bags, and you guys are the only ones who don't have bags.
Nice.
I mean,
have I gotten my-
Heidi has a bag, but it's either you like.
Heidi does not have a bag. She has an envelope with a phone
Oh no, that's true.
and a
And she
lipstick.
probably ditched the envelope or envelope actually.
Yeah, pockets. That's it.
Yeah,
Okay,
you know.
so Heidi doesn't have a bag. You don't have a bag, and that line is empty.
Do I got my digital tickets?
Yes, you do.
Oh hell yeah. Let's head in that non-bag line.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't.
I know,
Okay,
I
that's
know,
fine.
we'll
Let's
be
do it.
fine.
I don't like
We'll
this.
be
I don't
fine.
like this. I don't like this. I
I
don't like this.
promise. Is it because you can't wait? You were wearing glasses.
Oh, those were just frames. No lenses.
Hurts my soul inside.
Oh, okay. We're gonna
I
just go to the
Let's
line.
go. You gotta
All
commit, right?
It's like
Okay.
Clark Kent syndrome. All right, let's
I'm
go.
smart. I can do this. Let's do it. Okay.
You can do this. You'll be fine.
I follow her
We're
in.
heading into the occult. See, and most of these people, look at how crazy they look. Look at these
I'm sorry.
motherfuckers.
You
That
just
guy-
said the words. We're heading into the occult.
I know.
Military history, fine. School,
That guy's
fine.
got a fishbowl on his head.
Blackboard's fine.
There's steampunk everywhere.
God.
I know, God. I know.
Oh,
We're
God.
heading in.
So in you go. There are people cosplaying as fairies, people cosplaying as witches, people cosplaying as ghosts. It is a veritable Halloween cornucopia of costumes in the occult convention. Check out all those C's.
Oh my God. Get the
There's
fuck out of here with your
Not
alliteration.
nearly enough floral print here.
No, there
are-
is not.
There are also people wearing suits, ties, businesslike. There are booths. There are booths for books and authors and more authors and more books and more books and more authors and $20 for pyromancy saying crit for all of the players. 1 crit to each of you. All right.
Thank you.
So there are authors. Thank you very much for that donation, pyromancy. I'm leaving it on the players to remember that they have a crit lined up. Okay.
I need a link to the thing, to the sheet, actually.
Oh, I
Alright.
got
Do we
you.
have a link to that?
I
It's
got
the
you.
same one that we use for Hellmouth. It's a different tab.
Okay, I don't think I bookmarked it.
As it turns out, the majority of the occult industry that people gather around is books, actually. Books about the occult. Books books on how to be a witch, books on what witchcraft actually is, the history of actual witchcraft. So you've got like love spells for teenagers sitting right next to like actual, like legit practitioners, and like there is some obvious like tension, and you get the idea that the bag check was actually more for the people at the booths than it was for the people coming in with the cosplay, because some of the looks you were seeing getting thrown around here are like them's fighting words, even with no words, right? Like, imagine if you were like the long-term practitioner of like Wicca, not to be confused with witchcraft. Because
sitting right next to love potion number 9.
Yeah, sitting right next to love spells for teenagers, and you're like, right?
Oh my god.
So that's and there are so many people, and you're looking for
a dude. I'm sure he's on he's on the map somewhere. There's got to be
all right. So
some sort of
you go look at
stupid
you walk
scroll
into
they're
the
handing
information booth, right? And you ask for a map, right? And the guy behind the map he's wearing like a tall collared black cloak made out of like curtains, right? And he's got like and he's like this, and he's typing away at the keyboard, right? And you're like, excuse me, and he says, yes.
Jeez, oh god.
Would you like some information?
Yeah, you got a map to this place? You got like
are you
somewhere
lost,
around
little
here?
cricket?
I'm not a fucking cricket. What the fuck, man? Give me a goddamn map.
They only give me my paycheck if I play this up.
Okay. I will. Okay, fine. I'm sorry. I'm not a cricket. Okay, man. Okay, I would like a map for the convention, please. That's the most you're gonna get out of me, man.
Did you just stupid accent in Grunt's voice?
Yeah. That's the best you're gonna get out of me.
And he will.
I've been to my fair share of Renaissance fairs. I know you got a map to the place.
He says, yes, I have a map. Step into my office. And he will like open the little gate, right? And you walk in, and he will point. He says, I hate my boss. And he will point, and the map is actually like stapled to the fucking inside of the desk. There are no maps anywhere. He says, what would you like to find?
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Not cricket.
Yeah, the not cricket, bruh. I'm looking for the name. I'm assuming they have like, something alphabetically.
There is no name. However, there are a bunch of, like the theaters that you would go into, like in the panels there, right?
Yeah.
And the panels, like it's stapled there, and like each of these big boxes on the map that are these theaters has like, the panels for the day written out, right? And some of them are crossed off. And as you're looking, he says, actually, hold on one moment, not cricket. Then he pulls out a Sharpie, and he just like crosses through a bunch of them, right? It says, this one in half an hour. And the one that is coming up in half an hour is actually a history of prayers in multiple religions and how Christianity has been influenced by them.
Oh, that looks like what we're looking for.
Yeah, we really want to learn how to pray things.
Yeah, we really want to learn how to pray for things. I'm gonna actually pull out my phone.
To pray for things.
You cool if I take a picture of this?
He says, as an empire, I cannot appear in any photographs. Please.
Yeah. I know the rules, man. Yeah, garlic and holy water and steaks and whatever. Click.
Steaks?
Yeah,
like
not
that
the
kind of
meaty,
steak.
not the
He
meaty
says-
kind.
So you take the photo.
Not
of
the
map, right?
grass-fed kind.
You take the photo of the map, and he says, thank you for helping me pay for my unnecessarily expensive college books.
It's glad to be of patronage, sir.
I
All right,
want
thanks,
to suck
bro.
your blood. Flee, mortal!
Oh god, I flee.
And Heidi is like, and runs away.
Get me out of here! I
Oh
will
my
wait
God.
on the outside of
Oh my
this.
god. It's not real. That's not a real.
It's not
like,
real.
You know that, right? I know. He played it up a little too much, but none of like. All right, let's just go to the panel.
at a convention for the occult and everybody here is not real,
It reeks
then
of
what are
patchouli.
we doing? Are you
Okay,
sure
it's not
about
that it's
this?
not real. It's just that guy at the information booth. Come
How
on.
do you tell if somebody is a real vampire?
Notice how he's out in the day? Vampires can't do that. Also, they don't talk like this. As I go and do my best ridiculous impression.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Twilight ruined everything.
I love that book.
All right. So,
Grumble about Twilight as we get to this prayer thing.
so all right. So you headed off to this panel then?
Yeah. Yo, you see
Yes.
anything you like, Heidi? Look at all the cool
Do
shit.
you mean like people or things? 'Cause
Like the
no.
things. No, not the people. The things. Like the crystal. There's some stuff over there, and look at those
well,
cool things.
I kind of like some of the fairy stuff that's around.
Yeah.
That stuff's kind of cool. It at least has colors.
We can go check that out after.
You really have an aversion to color. You metal people.
Yeah. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean other people can't.
Well, no, I know. No,
But
why? What's wrong with flowers?
because flowers draw attention. I just need to. We can just hang out in the crowd. That's what I like to do.
I look her up and down. Him, her.
Mm.
And look around at the people and realize, yes, indeed, she does blend in rather well, he, she.
Yeah.
But on the street in front of the Supreme Court,
You got a point.
You're sort of stuck out a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't mean to pass out there. Honestly, I thought I was at a buddy's couch. That is not where I expected to wake up. Don't like being around Washington and the Supreme Court and stuff.
One time I passed out in a person's house and I had no idea who they were the next day.
Right? That's just, hey, couch surfing, man.
Yeah, I don't do that often, but I did it once.
Well, you're always
I'm sorry. I'm just
welcome
I'm
on my
just
couch. Not in a. Oh God, that came out. Okay, I'm just gonna keep. I walk faster. Oh God, that came out wrong.
Fuck. So as you guys you guys show up just in time for the booth, and it just so happens that there is a live right now at the same time as this panel. There is a live game of it's what is it, the occult, right? It's the occult. It's Wax. W for Wicca. It's Wax East is where you guys are at. Well, whatever East-ish. It's Wax DC, right? And so they are at the Wax convention, right? And at the same time as this panel, there is the world-renowned Wax East game where the people who really are big in the Wiccan community, they're all playing Bunkers and Badasses together. And it's this big, so like everybody shows up to Wax to watch the Bunkers and Badasses game happen, and so as a result, there's like no line at all for this panel, right? Like nobody's fucking here. Who wants to hear about prayers from other religions when you could watch somebody botch crit and die, right? Like
right.
So you will be.
I'm a little upset. I'm missing that.
So there's like four or five people in total in this giant theater as you sit down, right? And there is this this very nervous and shaky looking elderly Jewish guy who's standing up in front of the podium, right? And he's kind of like, he's sweating a little and he's looking around, right? And he motions like, please sit. As you walk in, right, and you realize that there's like nobody here, and he must have had that same like, oh God, somebody's finally here to watch thing, right?
Is there really no one here?
It's like you and three other people.
I'm gonna go up to him. Like, just walk right on up to the stage.
He gets like deer in headlights, like he has.
And
Hello?
I'll say, hey, hi, sorry, this is weird, but I noticed that there's not a lot of people here, and I wonder if maybe, like, so you don't have to feel like you have to stand up here in front of a big empty lecture hall, that maybe we could all just go and, like, get lunch, and you could give your talk while we're sitting down, and we can ask questions and stuff.
He looks at his watch. He says, he looks at it. He looks at, does, and he leans in, and there's like that, as he leans into talking to the microphone, right? And he pulls away, right? Does anybody mind if we cancel the panel? And everybody else is like, nope, I was here for a friend. They went to, like, somebody stands up and says, actually, I was here to take notes for my buddy who, like, they scheduled the game and this at the same time, so we split up. Right? And everybody else is like, nah, I'm just killing time. And the third guy's like, I don't even know what panel this is. I'm just here. Right?
I just needed a breather from the crowd.
Right? And so he's like, yeah, okay, panel's off. Terribly sorry, guys. Sorry for your loss. I mean, sorry for misleading you. Sorry. And he'll like kind of like turn down and says, I have an appointment in the next in about 45 minutes. I need to go to do you know where the 5-pinted star is?
Oh, son of a bitch. I don't. Wait, do I?
The 5-pinted
Do
star?
I?
I definitely do not.
I know where that is.
You're a native to DC, yeah. It's a fucking awesome place. Like the beer there is really good and fucking cheap.
I bet I love it there, actually. I bet I'm there all the time if it's super cheap liquor, actually.
Yeah, no. And
Okay, yeah.
It's like
I love that place. The
I've
Five-Pinted
never heard
Star.
of it. It must be cool.
It's pretty rockin'. Does it make it uncool if I've heard of it already? Does it?
No.
Okay,
He
that's
says,
good. Thank
he
you.
says, I'm meeting with a colleague. Somebody had questions about my expertise.
We
You
do
want to
too.
Uber over there?
He says, well, I hate to be early, but we can. Would you like to I assume you came to the panel. Did you just need a break from the crowd?
No, we're actually really interested in some prayers.
I know I don't really look like it right now, but I actually am working on an advanced degree, and I have some questions for you.
Excellent. Questions, I can do questions. I like questions. Questions are, and he'll relax, visibly like, we're going to talk about something I understand, like, right?
I've been getting asked about, like, I bet he's like, I've been getting asked about the most ridiculous gamer shit all day. I have no idea what these people are talking about, or like just ridiculous occult shit.
He's like, no, I don't know how to summon the devil. Go away.
No, I don't know how to cast a love spell. What is it with all of you and love spells?
Boy, teenagers, I swear. So he seems to relax a bit. He says, anything. I have about 45 minutes before I have to go. We can just talk. So please, questions, please.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
Please, questions, please.
My thesis is about ancient Hebrew and other prayers from, like, the Eastern world, and I am currently doing research on one in particular that's referenced in some occult stuff, so we thought this might be a good place to find some people who would know stuff about that, because the prayer in question that we have learned about talks about Metatron and appears to have been used, well, in mysticism, in the creation of a rock golem or a golem of some kind. It's a little bit unclear.
He's nodding, right? The moment you say golem, he stops, freezes.
Now, of course, that's silly, and I mean, we've obviously moved past that, but we were curious if you'd ever heard of something like that, or if you knew what the prayer was.
He says,
I'm gonna notice this change in demeanor, and I'm getting ready for this little shit to try and run off.
Yeah, like, he's suddenly, like, right? And, he thinks for a second. He says, golems. He says, you said your paper was on Hebrew and Eastern Mysticism, yes.
Yeah, more or less. It's a long paper.
And so he's thinking, either of you can give me like an awareness, perception, a social, any kind of check to read him.
I don't have. Actually, I don't have perception. I have deception, persuasion, and presence. What exactly is? I guess presence wouldn't really. Nah.
Not
All
to
right, so I just
perceive
get a one
things.
d. Yeah.
Just the d20.
Yeah, 1d20. Oh, explodey.
And you got a 17, Sarah?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I think it's just me. I think I gotta reset my router. It's struggling.
All right, so he says, "Oh yes, the I get a lot of questions about that, right?" And that statement is loaded,
Really?
right? And then he says, "Yes, the prayer was almost lost to time many years ago, several decades ago, actually. The final tomes were thankfully preserved in the wreckage of World War II, and can be found. You know, there are museums and places to go see those. And I made a point to I was given my expertise in the topic. I was allowed to read the tomes before they were put on display, and the prayer itself is fascinating work. And he'll talk for a couple of minutes. And he's calming him, he's getting comfortable, right? Like, the more he starts talking about the specific, like, the origins of this word, that phrase, the interesting numerological implications of the code words that are embedded in the Hebrew language itself, right? And he starts going back and it starts really getting into it. And then when he actually tells you the prayer, it goes something like da 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 da. He's lying and you know it. And that's not the prayer. And with the roll of 17, Heidi, he's lying because he's scared.
That is all very fascinating. I'm curious. I'd actually really like to know a lot more about this. If your friend over at the Five Pinted Star doesn't mind, maybe we could join you.
I will call him and ask.
I'm not going to let him out of my sight when he
Right.
calls. Just so you know.
He's totally gonna step out of the hall, getting his phone.
Here,
right?
use my phone.
Like
Here you go.
he pulls out his phone, right? He's like, just a moment, right? And as he steps with the way you would to make a phone call, right, in the direction of the door. So you guys are kind of like, right? Like he's
Try it.
He's trying to play it subtle, right? But he can't get away from you, and he's gonna make a phone call. But to find out what happens at the other end of that phone call, we need to flip back to the Five-Pointed Star, where Trevor and Giles have accidentally stumbled into some kind of a plot to capture one of the only known experts on golems by what we can only assume are albinos, because of that very pale skin he seems to have in the sunlight. So, what we will do, because remember, vampires aren't real, alright? And they don't talk like this. We will be right back after these messages. Do not touch that dial. Who's gonna man the guns?